Alright, so when I was really younger in the area that I lived in, you know how kids normally, we go to Chuck E. Cheese, or, you know, similar places like that. We went to a totally different place. Where I lived well, okay, it wasn't actually in a place that we lived in, it was in a town over. There was a place called Faloons. It's not open anymore, it's closed down. It closed down years ago. I don't actually know, how long ago that was. You know what, let's just see if I can find that out. Faloons, spelled like balloons, but instead with an F. And one L for whatever reason. So it's technically Faloons. Alright, Faloons Family Fun Center. And here I thought it was a big company, but it turns out it's just like its own independent little thing that was going on at the time. It has 2 reviews on it. It closed, description, indoor jungle gym. That's literally the description. It doesn't say when it closed. I guess, oh yeah, it closed in 2011. Wow. I didn't know it closed in 2011. Thought it closed earlier than that. Oh, whatever. Screw it. So we went there instead of Chuck E. Cheese because we didn't have a Chuck E. Cheese in our area at that point in time. I don't think so anyway. I know there's a Chuck E. Cheese where I live now, but me being 21 years old, walking into Chuck E. Cheese expecting everyone just to be okay with it, yeah, not gonna fly in this generation. Besides, I think you need a kid to be able to go in. If you just go in by yourself as an adult, you're not gonna be able to. They want to be they're a real stickler on that, and it's understandable, because they don't want pedophiles walking in, it's just like, I'm just here to play Pac-Man and get tokens. Yeah, it's gonna be suspicious, alright? Also, you can tell, like, if it's a big group of drunk people coming in, you can tell, oh, they're probably not here to be pedophiles, unless it's like a whole fucking cult of pedophiles walking in drunk. In that case, that was terribly organized of you guys. But at the same time, you could tell they're not trying to be pedophiles yet. They would just be a nuisance. They're drunk. So, overall, I can see where they're coming from on this. Though I could imagine, like, a whole group of, like, 20 adults, and they bring one kid inside. We have a kid! Let us in! And they just abducted the child. They just picked him up from the playground. Hey, kid, wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese? Yay! They just pick up the kid. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese, fellas! The mom's running around screaming, where's Bobby? Oh, Jesus. That went dark. Now people are going to be mad at me for making a joke like that. I'm sorry, okay? Anyway, Faloons was just basically a bootleg Chuck E. Cheese. I had like 3 arcade games and a jungle gym, and that's it. It was connected to a Dairy Queen, but does that really count as like an actual part of Faloons? I mean, you can walk into the Dairy Queen while you're inside the Faloons. But at the same time, and it did close down. That specific Dairy Queen closed down the same time as that Faloons, I think anyway, which is really strange. It could have done its own thing. You know what happened to the building though? The Faloons building became a car center. Ain't that boring as shit? We already have enough of those. Literally in the place that that's in. What was it? The town was called. Jeez, it's been a while since I've been there. Hanover. And in Hanover, there were a bunch of fucking car areas. There was literally like a Toyota down the street. And you're telling me we need another car. We need another tar location. Tar R Us and Tar Mart isn't enough. Jeez. I could buy tar. I just want to go to Faloons. Christ, I can't talk. This series was a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's fun. Because it's funny. Though I think I discovered why it closed down. You see, in Hanover, there's also another location called Hickory Falls, which is essentially the same thing, right? It also has a jungle gym, but has a lot more arcade games, has laser tag, has a huge miniature golf area, bumper cars, and a food area that's not Dairy Queen, which that could be debatable depending on how you feel about Dairy Queen. And Jesus, it's hard to question, oh, I wonder why Faloons closed down. How about the place that's literally right down the street? Actually, no, it wasn't right down the street. But it was still in the area of Hanover, so it was just, well, I don't know what ratio I could use for this. And I don't know if I should be using the term Hanover, but then again, Faloons only existed in Hanover, so people who are looking this up are going to find out. The only reason I'm cautious is because I still live in Pennsylvania, but I don't live in the county Hanover is in, so I don't have to worry. But then again, I'm constantly moving, so I don't know if I'm going to pop back in and be like, I live here now, and just have people who watch my video find out where I live. I don't want that. I really don't. But then again, I say that like I'm a huge YouTuber. I'm still small, and I guarantee you, if I ever do move to Hanover, I'm still going to be a small YouTuber. Probably for years to come, so I don't have anything to worry about. So go ahead, I'll tell you about my address, the exact town I live in, the county, here's my zip code, my personal phone number, all of my emails I use for literally everything. Here, go ahead, find me, hunt me down, assassinate me, please, I'm tired of living, I'm dead inside, I never graduated. Hickory Falls was just a bigger, better area. But Faloons, they had a little golf area, yeah, but it was the size of a hallway, and all it was basically was just little green patches on the ground. It's like, here, hit the ball literally 2 feet into the hole. And then go to the next one, which it's literally the same thing, but also there's a loop, a little tiny loop. And I remember as a kid, I made this. This is actually funny. Hear this. So my family was still setting things up, and I got impatient, so I wanted to go ahead and start golfing. I went to the one with the loop. My dumbass decided to just smack the ball, and instead of rolling, it flies, hits the one part of the loop, and flies back into my face, right into my eye. I wish someone caught that on camera, because I would upload that as a second, and considering the times, it would have been a viral video. Oh, wait. It's 2018. It would have been a meme. That's what they call them nowadays. I remember when we just called them viral videos. I guarantee you, people will be making like Super Mario remixes of the ball hitting my face and me starting to cry. Oh, Jesus. That place was not safe or sanitary. I guarantee it. I remember one memory of Faloons. Oh, Lord have mercy. There was this game where basically all it is, you put a quarter in, you hit the button, and a ball falls. And if it falls in the right hole, you get the ticket number, the amount of tickets that the number says on the hole you land in. Did I say that right? My grammar sucks. I really remember is being right behind someone and thinking it was my turn, so I start walking up. Turns out, they were waiting for their ball to fall. And it turns out, they hit the jackpot. They didn't say anything to me. They didn't say, excuse me, we're not done yet. So they just walked away, and I took their tickets, not knowing what happened until after I left, and I felt so guilty. Just like over 10 years ago, and I'm still guilty. I didn't get that jackpot, that kid did. He didn't get his tickets. He could have gotten like a little fucking, I don't know, a spider ring maybe, with that amount of tickets that he won. And here I am being a jackass at like fucking 6 years old. This is mine now. I didn't bully the kid. I didn't like push him or anything. I just thought it was my turn, so I started walking up. I mean, to be honest, they could have stopped me and said, excuse me, we're not done yet. We're waiting for the ball to fall. And I would have understood. Now I just feel like a jackass for the past over 10 years of my life. Lordy. Jackass at the age of 6. God damn, Lord have mercy. But Hickory Falls, that's a much better area. It has a bigger, safer jungle gym. I swear to God, they set up the jungle gym inside Faloons in like 2 days. It was all rickety. I felt unsafe as a kid who just wanted to play in the jungle gym, and I only did it because, you know, in the jungle gym where they have those tubes where like, if you get in them, they wobble them because the tube is held up by fabric. I could tell that thing was about to break any minute. If it didn't close down because of Hickory Falls, that would have been the reason it closed down. Someone would have gotten there, like a really fat kid, I'm sorry, obese, and then that thing would have snapped and it would have been just like a whole stream of strawberry juice that came right out of the tube, and everyone would be talking very loudly. I'm not using any offensive terms here. They also had this car, this stupid car that like always had Hickory Falls on. It was a tie-dye punch buggy with Hickory Falls' logo. It would always be driving around. It would never be at Hickory Falls. I've never seen it there. It's always parked at like Red Lobster or something. Either like the person who drives it actually owns the vehicle, or maybe they're using it for advertising, so they just sit it like by the road, because in Hanover, they do have a very popular road, and it's like there's like a bunch of shopping centers, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Aaron's, Hanson's, GameStop, Steve and Peebs galore of candles and wax. That's my favorite. My grandma used to go there. It's a great place. They had a little kid center and everything. That didn't last either. I wonder why. The laser tag was so awesome. Oh my god. If you saw like a bunch of grown-ass men walking to Hickory Falls, you knew why. You knew. Because of the miniature golf. And bumper cars. And the baseball bat thing where they shoot the balls and you had to swing at them. And laser tag. Did I mention that one? No, Lord have mercy. There was also another thing in Hanover. I've never seen this place before. I've only been told about it, so it might not even be real. But apparently there's this place that in my 14 years of living in Pennsylvania, never heard of until this year. It's apparently like an arcade where you don't pay for a game. You pay like $9 to be in there for 2 hours, and all the games are for free. You can play like Street Fighter, Pac-Man. I've only heard about this place, and I've never been there, so I don't know if it's real, and I'm going to feel like my entire life is a lie if I finally get there. If, like I said, I don't live in that area anymore. Who knows, I might drive down just to investigate, like, where is this shit? If it is going to be there, I'm going to ask how long they were established. And I'm going to go ahead and say all those years that they were established to that day I finally get in there were wasted, I tell you. Wasted. Like my high school education. Wasted. Fucking wasted. God damn. If you look up Faloons Family Fun Center, Hanover, PA, you're only going to get 2 images. And they're both of that rickety-ass jungle gym that they had. I looked it up just for the sake, just because I thought about it, and that's how I made this video. I just randomly thought about it. I was like, ooh, that could be a hotel pub. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. That was a fucking blast. But now that I think about it, Faloons wasn't that great of a place. I only had like 3 arcade games, a rickety-ass jungle gym, and the only redeeming quality was Dairy Queen. And that also closed down. Dairy Queen isn't very popular here. I don't think, anyway. That's the only Dairy Queen I know of. There's also one other close to where I live, but I've never gone there. Because, I don't know, I just always pass it, keep forgetting. Oh, look, there's a Dairy Queen. I can go there and get something to eat. Nah, I'm going to go to McDonald's for the 20th time in a row.